It's the 16th of July 1993 and we're waiting for the arrival of Lord Kingsdown, the Lord Lieutenant of Kent, here at Sericol at the start of what promises to be a momentous day for them. Lord Kingsdown is here to present the Queen's Award for Environmental Achievement on behalf of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, who'll be visiting these premises this afternoon.
Good to see you again.
And Lord Kingsdown being introduced to Dr. Gerald Owen, Chief Executive of Burma Castrol's Chemicals Group. This is the first year of the Awards for Environmental Achievement, and Sericol is about to receive one of only 12 presented this year.
Lord Lieutenant and Lady Kingsdown, may I welcome you both very warmly to Sericol. Ladies and gentlemen, may I also welcome you to this short ceremony this morning. Today is a very eventful day in the life of our company. This morning, Sericol is being honoured with receiving the Queen's Award for the Environment from Lord Kingsdown, the Lord Lieutenant of the County of Kent. This afternoon we are proud to welcome Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness Prince Philip, who will visit our UK company and our international headquarters. This evening, no doubt rather relieved that all the formalities have passed without too many hitches. We are then going to have a dinner for all our staff and their partners. But to this morning's agenda. Burma Castrol, Sericol's parent company, has through its various subsidiaries won many Queen's Awards. Indeed, in a few weeks' time, Castrol will be receiving yet another award for technology. But this year, there is a new award for the environment. 12 such awards were given in the whole of this country. And I'm very proud to say that Burma Castrol's Chemicals Group has won 2 out of these 12 awards. My Lord, I think this is a slightly disproportionate allocation, of which we are very proud. This is the 4th Queen's Award, which we, Sericol, have won in the past 12 years. We are not strangers to the events, and our success in these fields is derived in no small part from the strongly innovative culture which Sericol's founder, Alex de Gelsey, encouraged, and which has been taken on most enthusiastically by Warren Galloway. We are therefore very pleased to welcome Lord Kingsdown to Broadstairs again to present our company with the Queen's Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Kingsdown, the Lord Lieutenant of Kent.
And so Lord Kingsdown, the Lord Lieutenant of Kent, comes to the podium to present this prestigious award.
Dr. Owen, Mr. Galloway, ladies and gentlemen, members of Sericol, I always feel that when the Lord Lieutenant comes to present a Queen's Award to a company, there's something somewhat incongruous in him being dressed up in full military uniform, or even possibly appearing like the arrival of the American cavalry at the 11th hour. It's slightly more justified today because, as you know, I'm coming later with Her Majesty for what will be perhaps the climax of the day. But it's also relevant in this respect that the Lord Lieutenants, whose duty it is to present these awards on behalf of the Queen, do it in the Queen's name and therefore wear the Queen's uniform. So I make no apologies for my appearance this morning. I rather emphasize it to you as an indication of the importance of the occasion and the significance of your award. I know that I don't have to say very much about the Queen's Award to industry to you because you won it before more than once, I believe. But I'm going to say one or two things about this morning's award because I think it's right that it should be emphasized. First of all awards are given to the company as a whole, to everybody in the company, as it were, as an indication of the cooperative achievement of the company in reaching this distinction. It's given, as it were, as much to the most senior person as to the most junior, to the longest serving and to the newest arrival. So that it is an award to all of you here, right across both your sets of premises here in Broadstairs. Now, I looked at the specification of what you've done, and I have to say that it doesn't mean a great deal to me because I'm not a chemist, but I can understand from what I've read there that this is a pretty singular achievement. First of all, the citation requires that this should not be a general move forward in technological or environmental achievement in your normal products, but a step change, a whole new development. And I don't know whether I'm going to get this quite right, but if you are capable of producing an ink which is based on water, which when something is printed is left out in the rain, it doesn't smudge. Well, it's quite like that, I don't know. But if you've done that, I do think that that is a singular achievement. So I have the honor to congratulate all of you this morning, to express my pleasure in presenting this award, and if I may be just somewhat partisan, just say to you that Kent and Thanet are proud of you. Now, to whom am I going to give the award? Come on, Mr. Calvin. First of all, the award itself, which I hand to you with great pleasure. Well done.
So, Warren Galloway, the Chief Executive of Sericol International, receiving the award.
Then secondly here, as you know, there's a scroll signed by Her Majesty. Once again, congratulations.
My Lord, Lady Kingsdown, ladies and gentlemen, today, as already been said, is a very special day. Not only are we being presented with the Queen's Award for Environmental Achievement, we are receiving a visit from their sponsor, the name of Her Majesty the Queen, accompanied by His Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh. It is with great pride that I accept the award on behalf of Sericol. This is the fourth Queen's Award we have received. Already, we have one for technological achievement, two for export achievement, and now we are one of only 12 companies that have received the award for environmental achievement. This makes Sericol one of only 3 companies to have received all 3 awards. All 3 achievements underline Sericol's commitment to developing products which meet the highest standards of performance and safety, and to market these products internationally. Sericol's position as the world's largest and most successful supplier of screen printing inks has enabled it to become particularly aware of the growing concerns for the environment across many international markets. For many years, Sericol has produced inks, chemicals and emulsions which meet the various stringent health, safety and environmental requirements around the world. It is the company's continuing policy to formulate all of its products with due regard to their environmental impact, whilst maintaining performance and quality. Our commitment to developing new technology is demonstrated by our large investment in research and development, which is far greater than any of our major competitors. Whilst technology brings significant benefits to screen printers and their environment throughout the world, the issue that rates highest in today's very competitive world is quality. As part of Sericol's program of continuous improvement, we achieved accreditation to the international quality standard ISO 9001 last October, when product design and development was incorporated into our quality system. Conformance to internationally recognized quality standards is part of Sericol's policy to provide products and services to the highest possible performance level to satisfy the requirements of our very demanding international customers. These international measure standards are complemented by a highly developed customer care culture that is owned by all Sericol employees. The Queen's Award is granted for the achievement of commercial success, not just technical excellence. And commercial success has been made possible by a strong team effort. And I would like to congratulate all departments on their excellent contribution. The result is that Sericol's performance in the first half of '93 is well ahead of all the other companies in the chemicals group. And we are now truly the largest and most successful screen printing ink supplier in the world. I'd like to thank Lady Kingsdown for joining us at this presentation, and I'd like to ask Dr. Anne Perkins if she would present you with a bouquet.
So the key members of the marketing and research team pose for a photograph with Lord Kingsdown before he leaves to meet the Queen and Prince Philip for their visit after lunch in recognition of the award. And clearly Sericol will be delighted with the way things have gone this morning. Well, we're now at Sericol's manufacturing plant, and this is the moment that Sericol, and indeed this large crowd, have been waiting for. As Prince Philip and the Queen get out of the car and are escorted by Lord Kingsdown to meet Dr. Gerald Owen, the Chief Executive of Burma Castrol's Chemical Group, first of all, followed by Jamie Morse, Operations Director of Sericol Limited, the UK company, and Warren Galloway, Chief Executive, who received the award earlier. The royal tour then begins, oddly enough, in Sericol's canteen, cleared for the occasion, and today exhibiting samples of printed items produced by Sericol's customers using, of course, Sericol products. The Queen looking at a print of a painting from the royal collection, which will be presented to a local charity for auction later on. The royal party has split into 3 groups now, Her Majesty, of course, being conducted by Warren Galloway, Prince Philip's party, led by Jamie Morse, and Lord Kingsdown and other dignitaries by Dr. Owen. Now the royal party putting on protective clothing, ready to start their tour of the factory floor. So, as David Watts, the production manager, explains the start of the manufacturing process to Her Majesty, let me tell you a bit about these award-winning products. Sericol have developed the first commercially viable water-based inks. Now, this is especially important as traditionally screen printing inks have contained high levels of organic solvents which evaporate into the atmosphere during the printing process. Sericol's new products, on the other hand, are water-based, and the implications of that are tremendous. If all printers in the UK alone switched to printing using these inks, it would save some 5,000 tons of solvents evaporating into the atmosphere every year. Clearly, as more than 65% of these inks will be exported, the environmental benefits won't be confined to Britain. And that's precisely why Sericol have won the Queen's Award for Environmental Achievement. And Colin Boughton, another member of the factory management team, taking the Queen through the final stages of production. And there's the finished product, neatly packed in gleaming tins, ready to go to the National Distribution Centre, and that's where Her Majesty will go next. So, having changed out of the protective clothing and safety glasses, Lord Kingsdown escorts the royal couple to the car as the Queen is going to be driven over to the National Distribution Centre to continue her tour. It might surprise you to know that that magnificent car was driven down here in advance of the royal couple simply to get them around Broadstairs. They actually travelled from London by train. It's about a mile between Sericol's 2 main sites, so the car, complete with the royal pennant and distinctive without number plates, turned out for the event. Cheerful smile there, Her Majesty, clearly enjoying her visit. Now the Queen and Prince Philip arrive at Sericol's National Distribution Centre with, well, quite an entourage, including Sir Kenneth Scott, the Queen's private secretary, a lady-in-waiting, David Phillips, Chief Constable of Kent, and, of course, Lord and Lady Kingsdown. Two local schoolgirls presenting a posy to Her Majesty. Sericol invited two local primary schools to be present to greet the Queen, and they're not quite sure what to do next. Now the Queen being introduced to Alex de Gelsey, the company's founder, and Michael Tulloch, European Director, Sericol International. The royal party entering the newly refurbished International Office Suite, where the Queen will cut the ribbon to formally open them. But taking a moment to look at the certificates for previous Queen's Awards. Sericol have won a total of 4 Queen's Awards, 2 for export achievement, 1 for technological achievement, and now 1 for environmental achievement.
Yes, we have received it this morning.
So Her Majesty takes the scissors, bought specially for the occasion, and cuts the ribbon. Momentarily forgetting a small tradition. Anytime a ribbon is cut, the Queen gives a coin so as not to cut a friendship. And the royal couple are shown into the new International Office Suite, which she's just opened. And through to the publicity department, where she meets Jerry Avis, the Sales and Marketing Director, and Tony Atkinson, the Publicity Manager. The Queen, always interested in every facet of a company's workings, looking at various items of technical and promotional literature, all prepared in several languages.
We also do these in many languages as well, because we're
And examining some of the computer design work done here by Tim Farrett. And a little smile, the Queen sharing a joke in this beautifully relaxed atmosphere. Now the party moves on towards the distribution and export offices, pausing to greet Sue Maxted, Administrative Supervisor, and John Snell, the Distribution Manager. Here in the export office, the successful export of more than 65% of Sericol's products to over 80 countries worldwide is coordinated. Indeed, this department has won 2 of Sericol's 4 Queen's Awards to date.
Let's see. Mark, would you like to
Go around and see where some of the tins of the orders are going.
Yes, there's a representation up there of some of the customs regulations relaxed actually, I've got Eastern Europe, Austria, Holland, and part of the Far East.
Austria? What about the ones in between?
We try to plan it so that there's not one area manager has all the pleasant places to visit. So we all have a bit of a mixture of places.
Is that one unhappy?
Some near, some far away.
And were you weren't involved with the Egyptian war, were you?
No.
The gentleman over there spoke with the Egyptian one. Very proud of it.
What's your latest?
Well, I've just been to Russia. We've just got some orders from Russia. This is the first time we've had orders from that.
Oh, really?
So I think
you think they're going to be able to pay for it?
At the moment, yes.
We're very canny, mate. It's cash in advance, isn't it?
Cash in advance, yeah.
So, through into the warehouse, where the finished product is stored and packaged for distribution. This huge warehouse, the size of 4.5 football pitches, is the point of departure for 6,000 tons of Sericol products each year, all packaged according to destination, palletized for deep-sea shipping, or simply shrink-wrapped for the home market. And here you can see tins rolling through the shrink-wrapping machinery. Queen there, dwarfed by racks of finished products as she leaves the warehouse for the last phase of her visit. So, with one final official function to perform, Her Majesty enters the company's social club with Warren Galloway to take her place on the stage for the presentation of the print we saw earlier to a local charity, and of course to sign the visitor's book. Prince Philip going to join her, led by Michael Tulloch. And they're all ready, waiting for Warren Galloway to begin.
Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate Your Majesty's visit here today, we have produced a limited edition print of Ramsgate Sands, Life at the Seaside. I've been asked to present, on behalf of Your Majesty, the first print to a local charity. I would like to ask Mr. Jeff Rebick to receive the print on behalf of the Tear Appeal charity.
Thank you very much indeed.
Jeff Rebick then receives the print on behalf of the Tear Appeal, a charity raising money for the provision of a 24-hour accident and emergency service in Thanet. Brief word with the Duke of Edinburgh. And the Queen sits down to sign the first page of the visitor's book. What's she signing, you may be thinking? Well, the answer is Elizabeth R. and the date.
It's the same.
Curiously enough, the Queen paying a lot of attention to the award there because she's never actually seen one before today. They're always presented on her behalf by Lords Lieutenants or their deputies, and of course in her absence. So a bit of history in the making here at Sericol, with the Queen actually present on the same day that the award was given. So all the official business over, Her Majesty the Queen and Prince Philip leave the stage to go and talk with groups of staff representing a cross-section of all functions within the UK company who had direct involvement with the design, manufacture and sale of the award-winning products. All levels of staffing are represented here by these groups, and they include a group of the managers of Sericol's European outlets in France, Germany, Switzerland and Spain.
Never go anywhere. Looks like fish.
Oh, really?
Strange colours that they can't make on normal factory runs.
Do you? Well, you mean if people ask for impossible colours?
Yes, we try.
Because you have basic colours.
That's correct.
And then you...
Yes, we pretend whatever customer's requirements.
That's very interesting.
General managers. May I present Paul Byron, who runs our German operations.
And that brings what, for Sericol, has been a monumental day to an end as the royal party leaves the building to make their way to the cars. For Sericol, this award means a great deal more than an acrylic trophy. It's the culmination of 4 years' research and development and public recognition of outstanding achievement in the pursuit of environmentally friendly products for the future. It's been a great event for Sericol, a great day for Sericol people, and a great boost for Sericol's ink products. The Queen pausing to accept more flowers from a slightly bewildered girl, given some friendly directions there by the Prince.
Take it back.
And applause as they approached the car. What a fantastic day, made possible by a fantastic effort from a company committed to technical excellence and a safer world ecology.